Hello everyone, I know I'm looking like a lot scary right now. That's because I have not applied any foundation on my face or any concealer, and you can really see my dark circles. I'm really conscious of them. So yeah, today's video is going to be a demo on how to apply liquid foundation. There are a lot many brushes and tools available to apply liquid foundation, and sometimes, like if you're a makeup beginner, it might get overwhelming as to decide which is the best way and how to really make the best use out of the tools that you have, be it brushes, a sponge, or your fingers for that matter. So I'm just going to show you how to apply liquid foundation. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. So there are various ways you can apply liquid foundation. These are like just some of the brushes that I have. I'm just quickly going to tell you what all these kind of brushes are and how they function. So you can choose to take whichever you find more feasible. This is a flat foundation brush. I think this is the oldest brush that was there for applying foundation. So basically you just take some product and just go like this. Don't tend to go like this with this, because if you have the facial hair, they will rise up in this direction and it won't look smooth on your face. So if you're applying this foundation using this brush, then always set your foundation in this manner. This is my least favorite brush for foundation application, by the way. This is a stippling brush. It looks like this. Take some foundation on the back of your hand, apply this, and you're just going to dot the foundation on your face like really closely, and this is what is going to give you that airbrushed kind of look. This is the buffer brush. I don't know what exactly it is called, like every brand calls it by a different name. This is a Real Techniques brush and they call it their expert face brush. So this is really nice and a very flawless application with these kind of brushes. These are all basically the same kind, just different brands, and they make it differently. Like this is not that tightly packed, so you can maneuver it more on the face like this. So these are the buffer brushes that are there. Then you also have these. This is my Real Techniques beauty sponge. It's dirty at the time. I've used it actually 2-3 times. So these are the sponges and these are the regular ones. These are the ones that used to come earlier. So you just basically just damp these. These are very easily available even in India. It should just be damp when you touch it. It shouldn't be soaking wet. So because you need to do that, because if you do not make this wet and damp it, then it is going to soak up all the foundation. So that it's in order for it to not to do that, you have to damp it and use it. So let's begin. I'm going to be using this new foundation I recently purchased. It is the Revlon Age Defying with DNA Advantage. So this is a liquid foundation, and it is meant for dry skin actually. So basically you just take any liquid foundation that you have, and I'll just take a pump, just place it at the back of my hand. I'm just going to take this sponge, face sponge, and just put some foundation here, and I'm just going to apply it on this side of my face actually. So basically you are just going to dot it, and then so you see, you are done. This is it. The foundation is blended. Now depending on the coverage, since this foundation is not full coverage, it is a medium to buildable coverage foundation. So if you want to add some more, then you can definitely go ahead and add one more layer. If we show you how to use this stippling brush, how to use the foundation with this, again the same thing. Just take some foundation and you're just going to dot it on your face like so. Oh shit, I applied some lipstick. Stipple, stipple, stipple. So once you're done, once you cannot actually see the foundation on your face, then just buff the foundation in. So this is another way of applying foundation onto your skin. So next, since this is pretty light coverage, I can go on and build some more foundation on my face to cover up some flaws on the face. So next I'll take this buffer brush and I'm just going to take some foundation on this brush. And this is how you actually use this. Dot it. Dot the product evenly across your face. Just don't put it in and start blending. I would say, because the first time you pick up some product, you tend to pick up a lot of product. So don't concentrate the product at just one place. I would really suggest you to, whichever way you're using, even if you're using your fingers, just take some product. I'll just show you how you do it with your fingers. So just try to distribute the product with the brush as much as you can, and then start to buff the foundation into your skin. This way you get an even application actually. So that's that. Now you can still see this side has better coverage than this side of the face, and this is like a very dewy foundation. It's not going to give me a matte effect. So next I'll just show you how to use your fingers when you're applying foundation. Just make sure your hand is really clean and pick up the product on one finger and then dot your face with the foundation. This is my least favorite way of applying foundation. I really don't like to use my fingers, but if you do, or if you're comfortable that way, because it does give a nice application though, but not my favorite way of applying foundation. Just kind of pull everything down. And you have to just use your fingers. Please don't think of rubbing your entire face with the brush. That's not how it works.
Just smooth everything down. So there you have it.
But you have to be very careful with when you are using your fingers, because you don't want your finger any imprints of your fingertips. So just make sure you blend everything really nicely and smoothly. Then you apply some concealer and I'm just going to set my foundation with some powders, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm done with my concealer. I thought I'll just quickly show you how I use compact for my face. Many girls actually ask me if they do really need a separate powder brush, or can they simply use this compact that comes with can they simply use this puff that comes with the compact. I would say skip the sponge for your daily application of compact, because it does not give you an even application. This is provided in the compact, with the compact to for just for touch-ups. It's not meant to be applied with this all the time, because it does apply, you know, you just tend to pick up too much product with this. If you dip it in this and swirl it in and, you know, then go ahead, it gives a heavy application. And plus again you are just, you know, touching something on your face and then again putting it in and then doing the same thing. It's good just for a light touch-up. That's all. That is the purpose for this. So the way you need to apply compact is you have to take a powder brush. Any powder brush would do. It just has to be a large, big one, and just take some product and just, you know, tap off any excess and always start by setting your under eye concealer. Just pat the powder there. This foundation is like really dewy. I'm liking the feel of it on my face. Actually in Mauritius it's winter time right now, so the weather is actually a little bit dry, on the drier side, so dewy foundation is good for me in this weather. Not so much in Indian summer, so obviously this is a good winter foundation. I like the coverage, and it's buildable. If I want to go for lighter coverage I can do that. So yeah, basically just take little at a time, tap off any excess and then just powder off your face. That's how to do it. And your foundation application is done. You're set with your foundation. You've set the foundation with a compact and you're done. So that is all for this video, girls. I hope you really enjoyed this, and if I could quickly give you a review for this foundation, it is a dewy foundation, and I think it is more suitable for dry skin because it does have some luminosity to it. Like it is it's a very hydrating foundation, and it is, you know, visibly dewy foundation. Even like after setting it with powder I can still feel it looking dewy, so which is a good thing I think for winter months, but not so much for summers. I wouldn't really recommend this foundation during the summer months, but it is a good foundation otherwise. On if you're living in a place where, you know, you don't have much humidity, I think you can still use this foundation all through the year. So that's a good thing with this foundation. I like, and I've used this earlier also. This is not the first time I'm using this. It doesn't last me, say, as much as the L'Oreal Infallible foundation does. So I do apply this with a primer, which makes it last longer. On its own, I don't think it gives me, you know, it starts fading. Say after 6+ hours, it does start fading. In the effect that it gives, because Infallible is flat matte. So if I want to change it up, this is the foundation I do go for. Okay, so this is now turning into more of a foundation review video, so let's stop at that. And yes, that is all for this video, and I hope you're enjoying my videos. Please subscribe and like it. I'll see you next time. Bye.